Blaine Lee once said, "The greatest leaders are like the best conductor. They reach beyond the notes to reach the magic in the player." Well, I want to introduce you to someone who now realizes that's, and has for throughout his career, that's the magic. The greatest, if you look at the elite performers, they are usually in a different business than most. Many people think they're in the business of their product, not at the elite level. They think they're in the business of their comp plan, not at the elite level. At the elite level, the most elite leadership, they are in the leadership development business themselves first and always, and as many others as they can for the rest of their life. That's the business they're in. And this next individual, it's a fascinating story. After high school, goes through about a year of college, decides he wants to join the military. He's a tall Norwegian, powerful guy. But he doesn't just join the military. Instead, he decides he's going to join the Norwegian Navy and he wants to become a marine diver, where only fractions of percentages of those who make the attempt actually make it through qualification, but he became a marine diver. However, in his 8-year military career, he didn't want to stop there. I guess he just had really big ambitions, because he went from being a marine diver, he then became a rescue swimmer in the Coast Guard supporting Air Force operations over water. But he didn't want to stop there either, because he then became a paramedic for UN forces operating out of Lebanon. And he realized he really loved rescue swimming, but he wanted to go back to that, but he wanted to do it as a medical doctor so he could provide even greater service to others whom he might rescue. So he was going to have to go back to university, and on his military pay, he needed a way to make more money. At the age of 28, he had someone say, "Let me introduce you to a product. I think you'll enjoy it, and there's a possibility it can provide what you need." He had never heard of network marketing. He had no clue what it was. With blind ignorance and excitement, goes running out, starts running into people saying, "Oh, it's that pyramid stuff?" And he goes, "Well, no. What's that?" He just went at it. At the end of a year, he was at the top rank in the company. Why? Nobody gets lucky in network marketing, and nobody does it fast. He had simply done the work before he got there. He understood. He said in the middle, you got to learn to be a follower. You got to learn to be a leader, because it's life and death and there's lives on the line. So when he began in network marketing, he had a massive amount of preparation of leadership. So he exploded to the top. Over the following 8 years, had a great success. But he also had that brilliant entrepreneurial mind. He had many ideas for new cutting industries or opportunities for traditional business, things that it just inspired him or thoughts he had. So he left network marketing for 12 years and started his own companies. 7 companies in that period of time, some more successful than others, all of them profitable. But towards the end of that 12 years, there was this gnawing inside. He couldn't quite figure out what it was, but there wasn't the satisfaction, and it hit him. In network marketing, I was able to help develop greatness in others. That's not what I'm able to do here. So he sold his business 4 years ago, came back. He's obviously a 7-figure earner, exploded to the top. In his company, he's got a team of over 60,000 members and customers around the world. But he said the satisfaction is that now I'm back home, because I'm helping others become what they are destined to be, and that's my passion for the rest of my life. An extraordinary individual. Get ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for Mr. Terje Duesund. There you go! Pro!
September 1987. As a 20 years young man, I was standing on the start line to accomplish my dream. I was standing on the start line for running 5 kilometers as the last physical test to become marine diver. That morning when I woke up, I got so pissed off. I woke up with a terrible flu, high fever, and I said to myself, no way, it's not possible. You get only one shot only. And for several years, becoming a marine diver was my biggest vision in my life. running through all the physical tests, with flu, with high fever. I did bad on all tests, but I did good enough to have at least the minimum standard. But no, I was standing on the start line for 5 kilometers run, and I was totally exhausted before starting. I knew this is not possible. I cannot run 5 kilometers with this fever. I was aching in all my bones. I said to myself, no, it's slipping away. We start running, and it got just worse and worse. And I was giving myself negative thoughts. And when I came up before the last lap, one of the instructor that had all the time schedule, he was screaming out my name and said, Duesund, you can drop out. You have no chance. You are so far behind on the schedule. It's not possible. Drop out. I was so frustrated. I was so angry because growing up, a person that I love a lot mistakenly repeated again and again, you will not become anything, Terje. You will not become anything. So there I was, straight in front of that voice telling me, you can't do it. You're a failure. I continue running. And with anger, I ran so fast the last lap. It was incredible fast. It was faster lap than anyone that day had run on the last lap. So I came in with 2-second positive margin for the maximum time. That was, as told here, that was the start of a fantastic career of 8 years in the military. Here you see me underwater doing demolition of bombs from Second World War. You see me hanging under a seeking rescue helicopter, and you should see a picture. I can never explain to you how much those 8 years meant to me. It shaped me as a person, as a man, as a leader. Those 8 years, that was the best. I will never get that back, I know. It will come differently. I will have good times in the future as well, but never like that. No, you think, but why is he talking about this? He should talk about leadership. But that is actually what leadership is about. Creating a burning passion within. So when you meet obstacles, the obstacles are either turned down, smashed through, you just put in all you got, and you always have so much more to give than you can imagine. I know for a fact that my last lap was nothing about anything else than the burning passion within. Burning passion comes from 2 things. One force is the carrot, what you want to achieve, the good feeling you want to create when you achieve something. The other is the stick, that you are running away from a pain. What made me run fast on the last lap was the stick. I was afraid of losing. I was failing. I was afraid. So there's 2 passions. You either can be positive in the direction of something you want, or you can be running your ass off away for something that you don't want to have. I'm sure you can all relate to that. So that was the first thing I was learning in the military, that it's all about passion. Yes, skills, everything, all that is important, but the most important thing is your passion. The second thing I learned is that the greatest leaders starts as great followers. We are always talking about leaders, but to become a great leader, you need first to learn to follow. And that's something that the military is experts on. In the beginning, you are nearly not allowed to think yourself. It's all about following orders and learning a system, and learning a method to achieve what you want. And little by little, when you accomplish, and when you have great results, and when you have the self-esteem, and you have the experience, you are giving more and more responsibility. You grow then as a leader. When I started network marketing, as you heard, I knew nothing. But still, I was creating, after 1 year, great results. And I know for a fact, 1, I had a passion. 2, I was a follower. I was actually a follower the first year. And then I achieved great results. Because I was trained for 8 years. If you go 3 degrees to the right, it's not 2.5 degrees, it's 3 degrees exactly. I see so many distributors in the industry of network marketing that are saying to their sponsor, to the upline, yeah, cool, I will do it pretty much the same. But I'm going to do it a little bit my way. What? The only reason why we choose that pattern is that we will try to avoid some tasks that will hurt us emotionally. We are afraid of picking up the phone. There's something that we are afraid of. So my advice to everyone, follow the system. Your company, your upline, have a system. Follow it blindly in the beginning. And when you have results, then you have the experience to change some parts if you want. Not necessary, but if you want. Leaders create leaders. Leaders don't create followers, but we start as followers. To talk a little bit about leadership, how to lead in network marketing. Here you see 2 examples. On above, you see a boss. They can often see themselves as leader, but they are managers, they are bosses. Because a leader do not stand behind and give the orders. A leader is in the front line, is doing the hard work, showing the way. And you can see and study through all war history. The greatest war leaders were always in front. Genghis Khan, always in front. And when you're in front, the rest believes it's possible. So they were willing to go into war. And the same is with you and your team. So therefore I have 4 points I would like to highlight for you. First, rule in leadership. Lead by example. Never, ever ask your team to do something that you're not doing yourself. So leadership starts within. It starts with you starting to lead yourself. Tell yourself what to do. And then, by example, you show your team what to do. Secondly, leaders are dream builders. And again, here it starts within you. Many people say they are dreaming, but maybe not. Because building a dream isn't thoughts. A dream is thoughts that you actually by heart believe in. And there's a huge difference. There are so many, I will go diamond, and when I reach that level, But that's talkers. And the world is full of talkers. The world needs leaders. And leaders are the ones that build the dream inside themselves so strong that you run the last lap and finish off. That's leadership. And when you have the dreams built in you, then you inspire others to dream as well. And when I do this, when I start my people on the journey of dream building, I always do it in coaching sessions, one-to-one. I don't go on stage and do the dream building on stage. I would like to sit down. I would like to feel your feelings. I would like to hear your dreams. Third point is work a system. We are always talking in network marketing about duplication. It's impossible to duplicate a person. It's not possible. You can duplicate a system, a work system. In the military, we have checklists for everything. Every time you go in and you get your gear out, there's a checklist. So you know when you go out of the room, you know you have everything. Check, 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 done, complete. So you have no worries in your back of your head. You know it's working, and you need to set up the checklist. You need to have a system working to grow your business. Then you can duplicate. And the fourth one is judge by result. You know, it's often harsh, but it's always fair. You need to spend your time in your team where they produce the most. There you need to spend most of your time. Many do the big mistake by working with those who create no results, and leaving the good guys that are coming up and creating a lot of results. Yeah, he's so good, he can run on himself, and she's so fantastic, she will make diamond in a year. Yeah, she can run on herself. You need to be spending most time, in my opinion, where you create the results. Those lines that are working the best, because there they need your leadership. All the new people coming in, they need your guidance, they need your leadership. Of course, you spend time in the other lines as well. But the good thing about spending time and judging by result, the number never lies, is that you then inspire your weaker legs. When you spend time with your strong lines, you actually get motivated from your own team. And you bring that energy and all the good ideas to your weaker lines and easier inspire them as well. So, leaders, guys, build leaders. Leaders don't build followers. I would like to give a big thank you to Erik Våga. Is he here? Okay, anyway. And I think you all should support that big thank you, because we are an industry that has a bad reputation. And Network Marketing Pro with Erik Våga is, in my opinion, single-handed the one project that helps the whole business more than anything else. Being leaders, I am a little bit shocked when I look at network marketing, to be honest. What I'm shocked about is that people are getting crazy about competition. In the military, I was used to competition. I was competing with my best friends all the time. We were in competition all the time, but we were at the same time the best friends. I am ashamed of the fact there are so many in our industry that are talking negative about other companies. It's a big shame. And it's a big shame that there are so many leaders talking bad about other leaders in other companies, and even their own companies. We need to get our shit together and behave like leaders. We should actually love the fact that we are in competition. You should be thankful for having me as a competitor, because that will smarten you up. You will understand that you need to really step it up to the next level. Unless I'm going to take market shares from you, baby. That's how it is. And also what's good about it, each company see that they need to sharpen up, so they also need to step it up and be better. Competition, guys, are a good thing. So let's stay positive in the competition. I want to tell you a story. I'm told that this story is true, but I don't know, but let's try it anyway. There was this guy, he loved going hiking in the mountains. This is very normal in Norway. We go hiking in the mountains, and one day he were up in the mountain and he saw a farm up in the mountain. And in that farm he saw there was a chicken production, small chicken production. Passing this farm, he saw that within all the chickens there, in the same bar, there was a eagle baby. And this mountain hiker, he told the farmer, can I let the eagle fly? Because he's an eagle, he's not supposed to live his life with chickens. And the farmer said, yeah, you can try, but that eagle, he's totally stupid. He thinks he is an chicken. So the farmer took up the eagle and told him, you're an eagle, my friend. You're born to fly high on the blue sky. So please spread your wings and fly to your freedom. And he threw the eagle up in the air. And the eagle bounced back and went back to the chicken. The mountain hiker said to the farmer, can I take this eagle with me? Yeah, for sure. He's just eating the food anyway and he won't give me any eggs, so please take him away. The guy went up on top of the mountain, several hundred meters down, straight down to the rocks. And he said to the eagle, you either fly or you die. Fly like an eagle, which you're supposed to do. Spread your wings and fly high. And he threw the eagle out. And the eagle was screaming and tried to fly. Screaming, knowing he's gonna die. And suddenly he stretched his wings a little bit more. So the air took the wings and he flew up and felt the freedom as an eagle. This story says every year, approximately on the same time of year, there's a big king eagle coming, flying in, soaring 2-3 times over the farm. Scream the scream of an eagle and flies away. You are beautiful. You are fantastic. You are smart. You are strong. You are fast. You are actually born a winner. It's true. You are born a winner. And I can prove it to you. The thing is, when you were born, previously, 9 months before, you were a sperm cell. And you were in such a high competition with millions and millions of other sperm cells that really wanted to swim the fastest. But you won, my baby. You won. You are a born leader, and the only thing is that you need to see the lion within. You need to see the lion heart within you. And the only way to find that heart and that courage is to grow your passion. I wish you really all the best for 2017. And I will end this speech with a little advice for all of us. An advice that was given long time ago from one of the biggest entertainer in the world and my personal entertainer idol, Elvis Presley. He said, a little less conversation, a little more action. Thank you.
Yes! Go, Pro! I had not met Terje before today. And I said, by the way, when you guys see him, I really need to talk to him. Get a tap on the shoulder. I turn around, and I'm staring at like his belly button, go, whoa, dude. You know, it was a great conversation. What a great guy. Stephen Covey once said, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. And then the rest of it would have been in the actions I took based on those decisions. You're getting such great stuff. Don't just hear it. Act upon it. And I want to introduce you now to your next mentor, who is someone who is absolutely someone of action. She's an author, a speaker. She's a kick fanny business guru, a seven-figure earner. And I love the way she describes it. I'm a momtrepreneur. But her story really, remember, in her very first network marketing company, in this last 4 years, she's a seven-figure earner. She's gone to the highest achievement rank in the company. And people go, wow, she must just have the magic and the special light, and that's just not me. It's always the story before the story. If you go back 20 years, what you find out is you're someone who became an attorney as a young associate. For 5 years, she worked as an attorney. But as that young associate being abused, 10, 11 o'clock at night, every night, 5, 6 days a week, she said, at one point it finally got to her where she said to herself, she stopped and said, this life sucks. Have a kid? Are you kidding? I couldn't even have a dog. There'd be no time for them. So she walked away from the legal profession, to the consternation of her family, no doubt. But she'd always been into health. In fact, she's been a world performing triathlete at some point in her career. But she's always been into health. She said, I'm going to become a Pilates teacher. It's something I've always loved. For 15 years, she did that. After 1 year, she developed a six-figure income because she had already built the habits of what is it like? Don't be outworked. Don't be afraid of the hard work. Do what it takes. Don't be outperformed. And so she became a six-figure earner, 15 years as a Pilates teacher. Her daughter was 2 years old when she realized, I just don't have enough time for family. I need something to do to make more money, when all of a sudden she got hit out of left field and hammered by a health condition. It was an intestinal problem that in 2 weeks she lost 20 pounds, in the hospital for a month. And it was because of the stress that had built up over exchanging time and life for money. So as she came out, she said, I've got to figure a different approach. I want to have more time with family. And someone shared with her that you can actually have both. You can have lifestyle and income. It's called network marketing. She'd never been around it before, but she said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to attack it the way I attack everything else. She has built her business, has become a social media powerhouse. But let me give you a perspective. She didn't come with experience to this profession. She didn't even have a Facebook page when she joined network marketing. She started her Facebook page when she joined network marketing. But she said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all out, flat out, in the right way. So she began to study and absorb, and very rapidly she began to figure out how it worked. Over that time, in the 4 years, as she set the fastest growth, some of the fastest growth records in her company, has gotten to the highest achievable rank in the company, though there are others at that rank. She's done it so rapidly. She has, a year ago, when I introduced her for the first time, she had 500 personal enrollments. I asked her just a few seconds ago, I said, by the way, I'm sure it's different. What is it now? I want to get it right. She said, it's 800. She's personally enrolled 300 over the last year. If you want to hear from someone who knows how to take, the realization is about a decision with action. Your world is about to get rocked. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. Welcome to the stage, Miss Haley Hobson.
this is intense. I've got some rocks in my pocket just in case I get nervous. So if you see, it looks like I've got a bunch of tissues in here just to calm me down from this big room. So I want to tell you guys a story. Last week, my husband and I were packing to go to Mexico for Thanksgiving. And this funny thing happened. He pulled out the ironing board. That wasn't the funny part, although it is kind of funny because he never pulls it out. And he started to iron a shirt. My mom wanted us to wear pink for the family picture. And I said to him, hey, can you grab that shirt on the back of the laundry room door? Somehow it got thrown in the laundry a couple weeks ago and it needs to be ironed. That's what I thought I said. What he told me I said, or what he heard I said, was, why are you blaming me for putting your dry cleaning in the laundry? Has that ever happened to anybody? Where you say something and somebody else interprets it completely different? I thought I said something, but he made it mean something else. I thought I said something, and I may have actually said something else. I want to talk to you all today about building confidence and yet still being kind. I've heard a lot of people talk over the last couple hours about their journey in network marketing. Jordan talked a little while ago about it being the vehicle to get somewhere else. And what I've noticed in myself is that this business has actually become the vehicle to me becoming a better person. And in part of that,